I want to help you guys personally on manifesting your desires and be your spiritual or life coach in a 5-week trajectory to change your life, shift your identity, and step into a higher version of yourself. So I've launched a 5-week manifestation course called Mastering the Science of Manifesting. And I want to provide you a little bit more information on the course. What value do you actually get out of it? Who is this course meant for? And is it worth the money? This is a transformation that is going to stick with you for life. That is my intent. That is why the course is 5 weeks. And that is why I have divided these 5 weeks in specific themes. They're truly meant to fast track you through new levels of awareness and get to higher frequencies each week. So that at the end of the course, we are able to make the identity shift and step into this higher version of ourselves. No matter how small or big the changes are, for each person this might be different. For beginners or more advanced manifestors, every person is going to get something out of it. Every person is going to learn things about themselves. And as a result, if you learn things about yourself, you learn about what emotions and frequencies you're emitting, which is what you manifest. So this is the sort of comprehensive ultimate self-development course for people that want to change on a very fundamental basis, that want to initiate their spiritual awakening, reach new levels of awareness, and as a result make an identity shift into a higher version of you that is ultimately happier, more at peace, can live more from joy, is less constrained by their negative spirals, knows how to get out of negative thought patterns, knows how to take care of themselves and reshift their intention, and ultimately start to design and create and craft their own reality and call in their desires. I am not only a full-time PhD student in chemical engineering, I'm actually also a life coach. So I've helped people one-on-one on making the right shifts and changes in order to step into a higher version of themselves or manifest specific desires. Now, I am only one person, and with one-on-one life coaching, there are only so many people that I can help. And that's why I decided to condense my life coaching experience into this 5-week manifestation course. Now, this course is more than just learning how to manifest your desires. This course is a lot about studying the self concept, studying the ego, studying your triggers, studying your past trauma and things holding you back. Because we need to understand that manifestation is more than just scripting and calling in your desires. Because the reason it hasn't been successful so far is because there is still noise on your little radio. You're still carrying lower vibrational frequencies and insecurities and past trauma and negative ways of thinking with you. Now, in this 5-week course, I want to address all facets of self-development and make this organized and structured shift in your identity. In each of the 5 weeks, we are working on a specific different part of developing the self, so that at the end of these 5 weeks, we are ready to make the identity shift or make the quantum jump into a higher version of you. And after the course, you will have such a deep understanding of manifestation and of yourself that you will truly understand how to call in your desires with ease and even be able to sense when your desires are coming in or if you are on the right track. I'm going to teach you how to use your own emotional guidance system and intuition that we all have to do so. I can provide a lot of value in my YouTube videos, but I cannot provide you a structured, disciplined approach in order to make an identity shift, in order to actually manifest your desires and step into a different version of yourself. And that is why I decided to launch this course. This is for the people that need that sort of structure and routine and help from me personally in making the right changes in their life in order to manifest their desires. And especially if you just start off in the self-development world, there are so many practices floating around, meditation, affirmations, yoga, etc. Now, how can you actually implement these practices? And In my course, we're focusing on one practice each week, so it's also not too overwhelming for you. In each week, we are working on a specific different part of manifestation and studying the self. We are using the appropriate technique in that week to work on that. I'm going to guide you through these practices as well. So in the course, you get guided affirmations, guided meditations, guided yoga or stretches content, so that I can help you on a day-to-day basis to implement these. The course doesn't only contain daily practices, but also daily journaling exercise. So every day you'll have a different journal exercise to work on that is focused around the theme or the part of self-development that we are working on in that week. I'm not trying to sell a dream here. I'm not trying to sell, oh, come to my course and all of your desires will come true. My intent with developing this course was designing a course that can change people on such a fundamental basis, change the way they view themselves, change the way you would view reality. And with that understanding and with those new levels of awareness, call in your desires with ease and understand how manifestation works, understand how the energies work. In the course, you also learn very specific manifestation techniques that I personally use to call in my desires. But as I said, the course is 5 weeks because we are addressing all facets of self-development here. In the first week, we are, for example, learning about thought frequencies and how we can change our perspective and use the frequency of our thoughts to align to different realities. In the second week, we're studying the self-concept. Now, this is so important. Manifesting desires is about studying you. You are the point of attraction. Your self-concept and the image that you hold of yourself and things that you identify with is what you manifest. And that is what we're working on in the second week. Now, in the third week, we're going into the shadow side of things. We're going to study the ego and our triggers and our past trauma, because these lower vibrational frequencies that you're still carrying with you are the ones that are holding you back from manifesting your desires. And I'm going to give you day by day journaling and daily practices that are going to help you work through these and study these and identify them in your own frequencies. In the fourth week, I am going to teach you the exact manifestation methods needed to make the identity shift, to act it out and to step into a different version of yourself. What are the practical things that you need to do in order to make the shift? And in the fifth and final week, we are going to work on everything is coming together, and we are going to work on detachment and routine and discipline. So how can you take action? How can you take aligned action? And how can you at the same time stay detached from your desires? Because through detachment, your desires will actually come in. In the 5-week course, you'll get a weekly coaching or teaching video of about an hour. Then there is a daily practice, daily guided practices for you to do. So each day you'll get a guided affirmation track, guided meditation track, or guided video on something else to do the practices. And you'll get daily journaling exercises for you to do in your own journal. And throughout the course, you get to personally chat to me. You can ask me questions about your manifestations, and I will answer you through the chat that you have as you are part of the course. Sometimes I send people voice memos as well if I need to explain a little bit more. So you do really get a little bit of my personal guidance throughout this course as well. And I'm checking in with you on a weekly basis. I'm checking if you've watched the videos and done the practices, because the course content is integrated on my website, so you can click complete step with each of the days. So I can exactly see who has done the practices and who has done the journaling, and I can hold you accountable as well on doing all of this. So I'm going to check in with you on a weekly basis, and you get to chat to me personally and ask me questions as well. So that is part of the course as well. From my life coaching experience, I try to be realistic in terms of how much time do people actually have in a day extra to spend on developing themselves, right? And I try to keep it to the time that would work for anyone. In the weekly coaching or teaching video, I'm gonna make sure that you have a deep understanding of the part of yourself that we're working on in that week. and the associated practices that come with that, and associated journaling come with that, so that you are prepared for that week and that you have one thing to focus on, one thing to work on in that week. And then throughout the week, you have your daily practices related to that theme and daily journaling also related to that theme of that week, that are going to help you to make the shifts in practice yourself in your life circumstances. What I can promise out of the course is that it is going to change you on a very fundamental level. If you do all the practices and the journaling and watch all the videos that I provide, you are going to reach new levels of awareness, guaranteed. And from those new levels of awareness, you will be able to manifest your desires or get into alignment with your desires, or just start to create your own desired reality. Take back the power and the control that we have in this beautiful earth experience, where we actually get to craft and create our reality. And that is what I'm teaching you in the course. The final notion, is it worth the money, right? The course is $350, which is $50 a week, 4 to 5 week course. This is a transformation that is going to stick with you for life. That is my intent. That is why the course is 5 weeks, and that is why I have divided these 5 weeks in specific themes. They are truly meant to fast track you through new levels of awareness and get to higher frequencies each week, so that at the end of the course we are able to make the identity shift. The link to my website is in the description, and you can read more about it and you can sign up to the course. And yeah, I would love to see you on my course. Sending you loads of love.